Have you ever wondered how a single act of kindness can change the world? It's a question that may seem monumental, yet the answer lies in the simplicity of our everyday actions. Good deeds, no matter how small, have the potential to create ripples of positivity that extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. Imagine for a moment the concept of a good deed as a beam of light. This light, originating from the heart of a single individual, has the power to penetrate the darkness that often surrounds us. It's a light born out of compassion, generosity, and the genuine desire to make a difference. Now consider the dark as a symbol of adversity, hardship, or negativity. It's a place where hope seems to be a distant dream and goodwill a forgotten language. Yet just like the smallest ray of sunlight can pierce through the densest fog, a single act of kindness can shine its light into the darkest corners. Each act of kindness, each good deed, is a potent force that pushes back against the shadows. It's a beacon that guides others, inspiring them to also become sources of light in their own right. The beauty of this process is that it isn't confined to a single moment or a single person. The light of a good deed continues to shine, to spread, and to illuminate long after the initial act. Just as a candle can light countless others without diminishing its own flame, a single good deed can spark countless others without lessening its own impact. It's an endless cycle of positivity and goodwill that transcends time and space. But the most remarkable aspect of this all is that the origin of this light, this endless cycle of positivity, is within each one of us. We all hold the power to shine our light into the dark, to create a ripple of positivity that extends far beyond our immediate reach. Remember, each good deed is a beam of light that illuminates the darkness and continues to shine even after we're gone. Consider this. A simple act of kindness can trigger a chain reaction of positivity. Let's delve into the story of Sarah, a woman who unknowingly sparked a wave of kindness that rippled through her community and beyond. Sarah, a single mom and a full-time nurse, had a routine of buying her morning coffee at a local cafe. One chilly winter morning, she noticed a homeless man sitting outside the cafe. Without a second thought, she bought an extra cup of coffee and a sandwich and handed it to the man with a warm smile. This small act of kindness was the pebble that set off a ripple. The cafe owner, touched by Sarah's act, started leaving out a tray of sandwiches each night for those who might be hungry. The homeless man, inspired by Sarah's kindness, began tidying up the cafe's outdoor area each morning, making it a more welcoming space for everyone. Patrons of the cafe started noticing these changes. They were moved by the homeless man's efforts and the cafe owner's generosity, inspiring them to pay it forward in their own ways. One customer, a school teacher, began a food drive at her school, teaching her students about empathy and community service. A businessman, inspired by the cafe's nightly sandwich tray, started a program at his company to donate surplus food to local shelters. And so, the ripples of Sarah's single act of kindness began to spread, touching lives and sparking change far beyond that one winter morning. In the grand scheme of things, Sarah's act of kindness might have seemed small, but the ripples it created were anything but. It shows us how one act of kindness can ignite a chain reaction of positivity and goodwill. That each act of kindness, no matter how small, can become a beacon of hope, a spark that lights up the dark. That single act of kindness became a beacon of light, pushing the shadows back. Did you know that altruism isn't just beneficial for those on the receiving end? It's true. The act of giving doesn't just illuminate the path for others, it also shines a light back on the giver, bestowing them with psychological and physical health benefits. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating dynamic. Psychologists have long recognized the positive impact of altruism on mental health. Engaging in acts of kindness releases endorphins in the brain, often referred to as a helper's high. These natural mood lifters boost our sense of well-being, making us happier and more content with life. But it's not just about feeling good. Research also shows that altruistic individuals often have lower levels of stress and depression. When we focus on helping others, we tend to worry less about our own problems. This shift in perspective can reduce anxiety and boost self-esteem, leading to a healthier, more positive mindset. And the benefits of altruism extend even further, reaching into the realm of physical health. Studies show that people who regularly engage in acts of kindness may have lower blood pressure and a decreased risk of cardiovascular disease. This could be linked to the stress-reducing effects of altruism, or perhaps the physical activity often involved in helping others. To illustrate, allow me to share a real-life story. Consider the tale of a man who spent his weekends volunteering at a local food bank. The physical work of packing and distributing food kept him active, while the joy he felt in helping others lifted his spirits. Over time, he noticed improvements in both his physical and mental health. His blood pressure dropped, his anxiety lessened, and he found himself feeling happier and more fulfilled. Altruism, it seems, is a two-way street. The light we shine into the darkness doesn't just dissipate, it reflects back onto us, enriching our lives in countless ways. So remember, every time we extend a helping hand, we're not only making the world a brighter place for others, we're also lighting up our own path. The giver of good deeds also basks in the glow of this light, reaping rewards in unexpected ways. Have you heard of the concept paying it forward? It's a simple yet profound idea that can create ripples of kindness throughout our society. The principle is straightforward. When someone does something kind for you, instead of paying them back, you pay it forward by doing a good deed for someone else. Let's delve into a real-life story that beautifully illustrates this concept. Meet Alice, a hardworking single mom who was struggling to make ends meet. One day, she was at the checkout line at the grocery store when she realized she didn't have enough money to pay for all her items. Just when she was about to put some items back, the stranger behind her in line stepped forward and paid for her groceries. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Alice thanked the stranger, who simply smiled and said, "Don't pay it back, pay it forward." This act of kindness had a profound impact on Alice. She was touched by the stranger's generosity and decided to pay it forward in her own way. She started volunteering at a local food bank, helping other struggling families get the food they needed. Over time, Alice's commitment to paying it forward spread to others in her community, creating a chain reaction of kindness. When we pay it forward, we're not just repaying the kindness shown to us, we're extending that kindness to others, creating a ripple effect that can touch countless lives. It's like a pebble tossed into a pond. The initial splash might be small, but the ripples spread far and wide. Reaching corners of the pond the pebble could never touch on its own. Every time we pay it forward, we're shining a light into the darkness, illuminating the world with acts of kindness and compassion. We're showing that goodness and kindness are not finite resources, but rather, they multiply and grow when shared. When we pay it forward, we extend the reach of that light, pushing it a little farther into the dark. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? When we consider our legacy, we often think in terms of material possessions or perhaps a family name. Yet, the most powerful legacy you can leave behind isn't tangible. It's the legacy of kindness, of good deeds done without expectation of anything in return. Good deeds are like seeds. When planted, they grow, bloom, and spread, touching lives in ways we may never know. Just as a single pebble can create ripples across a vast expanse of water, so too can one act of kindness echo through time, affecting countless lives. Imagine a world where the light of good deeds continues to shine long after the person who initiated them is gone. This is the legacy we're talking about. It's a legacy that doesn't fade with time but grows brighter, casting away shadows and illuminating paths for others to follow. You see, good deeds are not just about the immediate impact they make. They're about the lasting impression they leave. They're about the smiles they put on faces, the hope they instill in hearts, and the difference they make in lives. They're about the stories that will be told and retold, inspiring others to also act in kindness. This is the power of a good deed. It's a light that keeps on shining, a beacon in the dark, and this light doesn't go out. It keeps on shining, pushing back the darkness, illuminating the way for others. It's a beacon of hope, a symbol of kindness, a testament to the power of compassion. So when you're considering the legacy you want to leave behind, remember this. It's not about the material possessions or the accolades. It's about the light you've cast into the dark corners of the world. It's about the good deeds you've done, the kindness you've shown, the lives you've touched. Every good deed is an opportunity to shine a light into the darkness, creating a legacy that continues to push the shadows back long after we've gone.